At this moment, I would like to move on to the next item on our agenda, that is question hour. I repeat again, members must seek my permission before speaking. Unparliamentary language and no interruptions shall not be entertained. Honorable member.
Thank you, Speaker. Is the rupees fall a result of the government's brilliant plan to make India's economy more competitive with Zimbabwe and Somalia?
सुनो क्वेश्चन को सुनो.
How come government is claiming itself building resilient economy? What are the measures taken by the government?
क्वेश्चन भी नहीं सुना था उसको.
Ministry of Youth and
सो रहा है.
Honorable members.
Just heard the question.
आंसर कैसा बोलेगा भाई क्वेश्चन के बिना?
Honorable member, seek my permission before you speak.
Sorry, Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. If we can analyze how the economy runs and why the depreciation of rupee is happening, it is surely because of global uncertainties. Maybe not 100%, maybe not 100%, but majority of the reason is due to global uncertainties. I think Miss Umaji is just taking other factors also for the rupee depreciation. I have a question for Umaji, like the slowing down of private consumption expenditure and also the private investments are decreasing, and we can see from few months the decreasing rate is like that. So appudu avvani depreciation ఇప్పుడే ఎందుకు అయిందని అడుగుతున్నాను. and moreover, ఉమాజీ ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ గురించి తెలియదు అనుకుంటా మీకు, కొంచెం వెళ్ళి రీసెర్చ్ చేయండి. బట్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ couldn't leave this global economy to the global uncertainties. So to answer these questions, the government had taken few measures for reducing tax rates on FPIs and FIIs. The government hoped that there will be increase in the inflows of FEIs and FPIs by decreasing the tax rate. And next, by promoting Atmanirbhar Bharat. And this will be for promoting the domestic goods, so that the domestic people will depend less on the imports. And next, in the long run, India can see a J-curve economic growth, resulting in trade surplus. And this will surely and definitely will benefit the economic growth. Before concluding, the opposition prefer to use WhatsApp data for knowing how the economy runs. So I suggest Speaker ji, next discussion Speaker ji, next ఎలాగో వీళ్ళందరూ వాట్సాప్ ఫార్వర్డ్స్ ఫాలో అవుతున్నారు కాబట్టి నెక్స్ట్ డిస్కషన్ ని నెక్స్ట్ బడ్జెట్ సెషన్ నుంచి ట్విట్టర్ లో చేసుకుందాం మనం డిస్కషన్స్ అని. థ్యాంక్ యూ స్పీకర్. జై హింద్.
Yeah, leader of opposition.
Sir, they are mentioning about J curve. First, they have to understand India is going under K curve. That is, there is lot of difference in the manufacturing sector and also agriculture sector and service sector. Why so much division? Are they biased?
Yes.
I request them to answer. Why is it in a K curve?
Why it is in a case? Why? Thank you, Honorable Speaker. K curve అని చెప్పారు కదా. K curve is because of the COVID-19 pandemic. మీకు తెలియదు అనుకుంటా, COVID-19 pandemic J curve will be the future of economic growth. మీరు వినలేదు అనుకుంటా. కోవిడ్ వచ్చి కూడా 4 years అయ్యింది. సో ఈ డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ ద డిఫరెంట్ సెక్టార్స్ అనేది వాళ్ళ గవర్నమెంట్ ఉన్నప్పటి నుంచి కూడా ఉంది. బట్ నౌ యాజ్ వీ కెన్ సీ, ఈ డేటా మనం చూసినట్టయితే దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ దే హ్యావ్ మేడ్ ఫర్ ద మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్. And this is what our government made for the manufacturing. Thank you, Speaker ji.
Yeah, honorable member.
Honorable Speaker, sir, in India, at different places, continuous stampedes were happening, sir. Firstly, in Hathras, because of a Baba. Second, in Telangana, because of an actor. Thirdly, recently in Mahakumbh. stampedes were happening, sir. Speaker, sir, disaster management కోసం అని ఉంచుకున్న స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ డబ్బులన్నీ ఇలాంటి స్టాంపెడ్ కేసెస్కి పనిచేస్తుంటే కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఇలానే మౌనంగా ఇస్తుందా లేదా స్టాంపెడ్ కోసం ఏదైనా చట్టం ఏదైనా తెస్తుందా?
Honorable Minister.
Honorable Speaker, thank you. Sir, this is really heartbreaking incident and we deeply offer condolences to the victims and their families. For Kumbh Mela festival, we expected over 400 million devotees to attend over the complete festival. And Speaker sir, on the day of incident, 29th Jan 2025, on that day, we expected over 100 million devotees to attend, but unexpectedly, more devotees came for Amritsar.
Lack of management.
Please wait. And at 1 a.m. ISD, devotees started to cross the barricade, which are kept to streamline the devotees, but due to, unfortunately, the devotees has crossed the barricades and the stampedes has happened. It is really an unfortunate situation. Please be patient. Speaker sir, following the incident, immediate rapid action force is deployed. An ambulance which is already in standby near in the vicinity has been deployed for the first aid. And following the stampede, we have more strengthened the guidelines on crowd management, and we declared the whole zone into no vehicle zone, and all the VIP passes were revoked. All the essential services are being placed for every 500 to 800 meters. Speaker sir, as far as the overall management of Maha Kumbh Mela is concerned, the separate temporary city is constructed over 9,990 acres near river banks, and 69,000 LED solar lights, 15,000 sanitation workers, and temporary police station with 50,000 personal guards, and various checkpoints, and even water policing is included for the management. Not just this, Speaker sir. For the managing the crowd, the government is also taken steps for including advanced technological securities like CCTVs, drones with AI, and anti-drone crafts. And along with that, underwater drones which can withstand up to 100 meters depth. And for the better security, we have spent 1.3 billion rupee on just fire security and 351 firefighting vehicles, and there are so many lost and found camps. This shows our commitment of the government to organize Maha Kumbh Mela peacefully. The efforts we put in our ensuring the safety of devotees, Speaker sir, opposition never did and never thought of doing or nor able to do in the future. Please look at the management of the opposition party when they are ruling in 1954 and 2013, then comment on the ruling party. Thank you.
थैंक यू स्पीकर सर. सर द गवर्नमेंट बार बार ये कह रहा था कि इंक्लूसिव 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 सर. Sir, when I wake up in the morning, if I open my mobile, the finance minister comes there and tells inclusive growth. If I open the newspaper, the finance minister comes there and tells inclusive growth. If I open any news channel in my television, the government officials used to advertise about the inclusive growth. And if I go to my office, then the government in a large scale advertising about their inclusiveness. देन मैं 2 दिन बैठकर कोशिश किया था ये इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ के समझने के लिए. देन आई अंडरस्टूड दैट हाउ द गवर्नमेंट इज मैनिपुलेटिंग बाय टेलिंग दैट व्हाट दे आर नॉट डूइंग सर. इस देशवासियों को और इस ऑनरेबल हाउस को मैं इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ को कहने के चाहता हूं. सर, ए ग्रोथ इज सेट टू बी इंक्लूसिव व्हेन it reaches to the sectors where poor will live, when it reaches to the sector where poor will work, when government uses the factors of production that poor possess, and when government reduces the prices that poor will consume, sir. Sir, instead of doing all this, the government is propagating about this inclusive growth, sir. Sir, yes, I agree that government is inclusive, but not with the poor people, but the government is inclusive with the private partnership, sir. Sir, equality of opportunity and opportunity for all is the essence of the inclusive growth. The government is not doing that. If they are propagate again and again, I request the government to submit their achievements in inclusive growth, sir. Thank you.
Ministry ji, Mantri ji.
Honorable Speaker, Mr. Sandeep ji, వాళ్ళ ఇంట్లో టీవీలో మెంబర్షిప్ అయిపోయినట్టుంది.
Honorable Minister, no personal attacks. No personal attacks.
అది కన్నా మీరు ఏం చేయలేరు. చెప్పండి.
వాళ్ళ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ కావాలి, కెమెరామ్యాన్లు, మీడియా. మాకు కాదు సార్, మాకు కాదు.
కూర్చోండి సార్.
Honorable members. Honorable members.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, మేము ప్రతిసారి ఇవి మేము చేసిన పనులు పదే పదే చెప్పుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. I will provide the
Sir, sir, I didn't get the answer, sir. Sir, answer ఇవ్వలేదు. Answer ఇవ్వలేదు, స్పీకర్ సార్. క్వశ్చన్ అవర్ అకౌంటబిలిటీ, వేర్ ఇస్ అకౌంటబిలిటీ?
Honorable members. Honorable members, maintain the decorum. Maintain the decorum.
संदीप जी, मैं आपको मौका नहीं दिया.
Next question. Larry ji. Larry ji.
Speaker sir, how government is supporting to the policy that sidelines local issues? Is government willing to reduce the state elections to mere a sideshow of national campaigns? I was referring to the one nation and one election policy which is government is taking up. I want answer from the Prime Minister.
Ministry of Northeast.
Thank you, Sabapati ji. Honorable MP Lahari ji has given a question. She is saying ki will we curb down the local politics? हमारी मकसद सिर्फ एक ही है. We will be reducing the costs which have been conducted in the elections, because in the 2019 Lok Sabhas, EC has given the data that almost 60,000 crores has been spent for the elections. And Sabapati ji, because of frequent elections, क्योंकि ఏ స్టేట్ లోకి వెళ్ళినా చూడండి ఎక్కడో చోట ఎలక్షన్స్ అనేవి జరుగుతానే ఉంటాయి. మరి అలాంటప్పుడు ఇనకుండా ఇల్లు చేసుకుని క్వశ్చన్ అంటారు, అదంటారు, అరుస్తారు. మోడల్ కోడ్ ఆఫ్ కండక్ట్ అనేది వైలేట్ అవుతుంది ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ ఎలక్షన్స్ జరుగుతాయి. ఎందుకంటే ది బ్యూరోక్రాట్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, సివిల్ సర్వెంట్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, వాళ్ళ పనులు వాళ్ళు చేసుకోలేరు. ఎలక్షన్స్ వల్ల లా అండ్ ఆర్డర్ ని సరిగ్గా చూసుకోలేరు. అందరు ఐపీఎస్ ఆఫీసర్స్ ఎలక్షన్ ని చూడాల్సి వస్తుంది. కొన్ని లా అండ్ ఆర్డర్ ఇష్యూస్ కూడా జరిగే ఈ ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. కాబట్టి మా పాలసీ ఒకటే, 5 years కి ఒకసారి అందరికి ఎలక్షన్స్ ఒకసారి జరుగుతాయి. జరిగిన తర్వాత కాస్ట్ ఎఫెక్టివ్ ఉంటది. So if ఒకవేళ let's say the state government collapses by any n number of reasons, we won't eliminate that government. Okay, interim government plan చేయడానికి మేము చూస్తాం. చేసిన తర్వాత ఆఫ్టర్ ప్లానింగ్ ది ఇంటరిమ్ గవర్నమెంట్ అప్పుడు వచ్చే ఎలక్షన్ డేట్ కి సింక్రనైజ్ అయ్యేలా మేము చేస్తాం. అండ్ నాకు ఒకటి అర్థం కావట్లేదు సభాపతిజీ, 1967 ముందేమో ఇట్లానే వన్ నేషన్ వన్ ఎలక్షన్ జరిగేది. అప్పుడు మాత్రం ఒక్కళ్ళు కూడా ఇదే పార్టీ పవర్ లో బోల్డ్ సార్లు వచ్చింది. అప్పుడు మాత్రం అభ్యంతరాలు ఏంటి సార్? లహరీజీ అన్నారంట
నో పర్సనల్ అటాక్స్.
పర్సనల్ అటాక్ కాదు సార్. మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పార్లమెంట్, ఆనరబుల్ మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పార్లమెంట్ ఆవిడ ఒక అన్నారు, ఇది డిక్టేటర్షిప్ కాదు. నేను ఒకటే అడుగుదాం అనుకుంటున్నాను, ఎమర్జెన్సీ అనేది ఈ ఇండియా కోసం చేశారా లేకపోతే అపోజిషన్ పార్టీ కోసం చేశారా? నేను ఒకటే అడుగుదాం అనుకుంటున్నా.
సభను తప్పుదోవ పట్టిస్తున్నారు సార్.
అడిగిన దానికోసం సమాధానం చెప్పమనండి.
Honorable member, stick to the topic. Honorable member, stick to the topic.
Yes, sir. But how is this? How does one nation, one election violate the constitution? That's what I'm asking. Thank you, sir.
Hypocrisy of the opposition.
Larry ji.
No election pressure, no accountability to the government. Now one nation, one election will reduce election. Should we also apply this same policy to one nation, one parliament session? This is what the government is trying to do. To save more money. Democracy. Are we running clearance sale on democracy? Buy one election and get three free. Why not just hold elections once a decade and done with it? We'll save more and more money to use it for your chronic capitalism.
We follow democracy rather than you.
Yeah, hypocrisy. It is hypocrisy. 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 Hypocrisy.
Honorable minister, seek permission before you speak. Any minister wants to speak. Honorable members, next question please. Honorable members, next question please.
सरकार सो रहा है.
Leader of opposition.
सरकार सो रहा है.
Honorable leader of opposition, 1 minute. No political sloganeering. No political sloganeering. Leader of opposition.
Sir, if the government falls before 5 years, will the entire country vote again? If yes, then the policy will be one nation, multiple by-elections, which will be same cost. It will be more costlier affair. So for this, federalism zindabad ya dadagiri zindabad, sir? If states are meant to follow center's timeline, then why do we have state assemblies? Let us rename it as branch officers of Delhi. Branch officers of Delhi. Is this federalism, sir? I request the government to answer.
महोदय, ऑपोजिशन की हिपोक्रेसी देखिए। पहले खुद इमरजेंसी इंपोज करके हमसे पूछते हैं कि वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन क्यों लागू किया। अगर उन्होंने इमरजेंसी नहीं लगाई होती तो आज ये नौबत नहीं आई होती महोदय। और आपके जवाब का आंसर देती हूँ। अभी सुनिए, पेशेंटली सुनिए, पेशेंस कर रहे, पेशेंटली सुनिए। पहले गवर्नमेंट ने वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के लिए एस्पेक्ट में बहुत सी रिसर्च की है और इसको एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए एक हाई लेवल कमिटी अपॉइंट की थी महोदय, जिसको लीड किया था पूर्व राष्ट्रपति श्री रामनाथ कोविंद जी ने। और इसी कमिटी के मेंबर्स में इंक्लूडेड है फॉर्मर चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, फॉर्मर इलेक्शन कमीशन एंड लीगल एक्सपर्ट्स। इस कमिटी में एक डिटेल डिस्कशन होने के बाद ये लाया गया कि मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द कमिटी ने यही वोट किया कि वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन लागू होना चाहिए, क्योंकि इससे ना सिर्फ हमें पैसों में बचत होगी, जो ऑपोजिशन पूछ रहा है डेवलपमेंट में ही मदद होगी महोदय, उसके अलावा एक बेटर गवर्नेंस एस्टैब्लिश होगा स्टेट में। वोटर का जो टर्नआउट जो दिन भर दिन घटता जा रहा है वो बढ़ेगा और साथ ही साथ सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस पे जो प्रेशर पड़ता है हर इलेक्शन पे, उनको भी थोड़ी राहत मिलेगी महोदय। आगे सुनिए।
ऑनरेबल मेंबर मंत्री जी को स्टेटमेंट कंप्लीट करने दो।
disgraceful.
Until now you also used the same.
महोदय, ये पेशेंस कर रही थी देर से, पेशेंस से जवाब नहीं सुन सकते। इस कमिटी ने 14 मार्च 2024 को अपनी रिपोर्ट सबमिट की थी महोदय। उसमें कहीं से रेगुलेशंस, प्रोविजंस और अमेंडमेंट्स बताए हैं उस प्रोविजन में। उसके कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट्स मैं आपको अभी बताऊंगी। ये कमिटी ने अमेंडमेंट्स टू द आर्टिकल 83, 172, 85, 174 और 356 में लाने के लिए प्रोविजन किया है। आपको अगर इन सब का मतलब नहीं मालूम हो तो एक बार कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन देख लीजिएगा। इसके अलावा ताकि सब लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज की जो इलेक्शन डेट है उनको सिंक्रोनाइज करने के लिए ये 2 एक्ट्स में चेंजेस लाए जाएंगे महोदय। सेक्शन 5 ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ National Capital Territory of Delhi Act 1963 and Section 5 of Government of Union Territories Act 1963. इसके अलावा एक डिटेल रिपोर्ट जो कमिटी ने सबमिट की थी वो मैंने आपके वहां आपके ऑफिस में सबमिट कर दी है. अगर ऑपोजिशन को चाहिए तो आपसे ले सकते हैं महोदय. इसके अलावा लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन ने एक और पॉइंट रेज किया महोदय, फेडरलिज्म का. अब इंडिया में अगर वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन लागू हुआ तो फेडरलिज्म घटेगा नहीं महोदय और बढ़ेगा, क्योंकि इससे पॉलिसी इंप्लीमेंटेशन भी बेटर होगी.
कैसे बढ़ेगा?
आप whatever it may be, one nation one election will get implemented and it will be a reality soon.
Leader of opposition.
The noise is good, of course. Cost of democracy is being seen. The cost of democracy is being seen in.
Let the member complete the statement.
The cost of democracy is being seen in the financial measurement, sir. So we don't value democracy is what the government is giving their standards. And they have been talking about the amendment of articles. I want to tell you, Article 172 falls on the jurisdiction of Union. That means if there is any change in that article, it need not be approved by state government. Whereas with respect to panchayats and municipalities, the state government can answer. So they are changing a subject of state without the permission of state through Article 172. I request Cooperative federalism comes when there is ratification of states, sir. They need to understand this, and when the committee has given the report, they have to send the committee to expertise committee or suggest it to joint parliamentary committee. Nonetheless, they have not even sent it to expertise committee, but they also did not give a Niti Aayog think tank wing to discuss about the bill. And to understand, sir, last Lok Sabha session has been the least amount of time for discussion of bills. So we don't discuss bills. We don't take into democracy, consideration of democracy. We don't want federalism. This is like becoming one nation, one party, sir. ये न्याय नहीं है. ये न्याय के लिए संघर्ष है, सर. हम लड़ेंगे, लोकतंत्र को बचाएंगे, 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 लोकतंत्र को बचाएंगे, 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 लोकतंत्र को बचाएंगे,
Honorable members, please sit down. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members, please take your seats.
लोकतंत्र को बचाएंगे, सर.
Honorable members, the question have now concluded. I appreciate the participation of all members in raising important issue and the responses provided by honorable ministers. However, I have observed continued disruptions in the House due to protest of certain members. Despite repeated appeals for order and decorum, the proceedings have been hindered, making it difficult to conduct the meaningful discussions. In the light of ongoing disturbances, I have no choice but to adjourn the session. Adjourn the House. I urge all honorable members to reflect on the importance of maintaining parliamentary dignity and return with a commitment to productive discussion.